No intro music, Sasha. No intro music. We already put up the main video a few hours ago. I don't want to confuse people. This is just going to be a hot take breaking news vid. We're just going to rock out. Oh, shit. We already going. Oh, we already on the air, man. Sasha ain't wasting no time. Okay. What up, everybody, my amp unit? Put them up. Oh, man. Look at that shit, huh? Look at that shit. Not bad for being under the weather for over a week. That's just with one gym session, bro. Come on. Come on, dog. Look at these fucking delts. BC's a beast, bro. This BC's a beast. I don't blame Tony for running away, bruh. Damn. Look at this dude. Look at this dude putting in the work. Anyway, what the fuck were we talking about, man? Oh, yeah, man. A couple topics. Real quick, man. Because we already put up a video, literally, just a couple hours ago. The Rock and John Cena most likely are going to miss WrestleMania. At this point, anything can change, of course, and we're hoping that it does. Because we all know Vince didn't create any new stars. So Roman and Rock, for a lot of us, is one of the matches we were actually looking forward to. And at some point, we would think we're going to see John Cena and Austin Theory. But if you were hoping for WrestleMania, it's just not looking good. And BC tells you exactly why, man. I have a lot of facts, a lot of evidence that is pointing to both possibly missing Mania. Can Vince McMahon salvage this somehow and at least get one of them to show up in Los Angeles? I don't fucking know, bro. But you gotta check out that video, man. We just put it out a couple hours ago. You guys are already smashing the fuck out of it. Nearly a couple thousand of you already checking that out. And an immense show of love and support on the channel too over the past couple of days, man. That doesn't go unnoticed. I appreciate that. So keep that shit up, man. Down below somewhere, that little thumb up. Click that shit. Amplify, elbow it. Give it a fruit roll up. Give it a fucking tombstone pile driver. Or Jake the Snake DDT. A pedigree from Triple H. A fucking super kick from Shawn Michaels. Give that like button some love. And continue that support on the channel because that's badass. So I appreciate all those thumbs up down below, dude. That does not go unnoticed. So after this vid, hopefully up in one of these corners, I can put up that vid. So you just got to click that at the end of this vid. It'll take you to the vid I just put out a couple hours ago. How's that? Make it simple for you guys. Now this is just going to be real quick, man. The PG rating for WWE. And we'll go over, there's some ratings talk that I want to go over too. At the end of this vid, just because I really wanna. But the TV PG rating for Monday Night Raw, it looks like it's over, man. This is what we've been waiting years for. I believe in 1997, they went from PG to TV 14. And then 2008 possibly is when they established that TV PG rating. And it's been that way ever since. And a lot of people think that WWE was crippled by that. I mean, the bad creative was going to be there no matter what. I don't think the product would have been insanely better without good creativity backing it. And I'll say the same thing for this, right? Even the rating is half the battle. You still have to have good booking and good creativity. Otherwise, the rating ain't gonna mean shit. But let's not act like this ain't fucking huge if this is to be true. And the big asterisk here is if it's to be true. Right? I still have to confirm this because the dude saying this, his name is Andrew Zarian. I never put a lot of stock in this guy. I'm not even throwing shade. It's just every time I'm reading a report from him, it's always, I just got off the phone with somebody from WWE. And they're really high on a certain AEW talent. And then the next month, you'll see the same type of story starting off the same way, just with a different AEW talent. I just got off the phone with somebody in WWE, and they're really high on such and such. And it just seems so phony, so non-believable, so unauthentic. I just never can believe the dude. And he's always talking about being on the phone with the networks and shit. I'm like, dude, somebody with that much fucking power wouldn't just be covering pro wrestling. Something isn't adding up. But this Andrew Zarian sounds like he's pretty sure about this. So I'm going to extend the olive branch and I'm going to take this dude at word value Andrew Zarian does not leave a question mark. He's not presenting this like it's a possibility, a maybe. He is definitively saying the following. Starting July 18th, that is this Monday, for those keeping track of your calendars, this Monday, Raw will have a TV 14 rating moving forward on the USA Network. The PG era is over, period. No question mark. He is saying legit, the PG era is over. Starting, he even gives a date, July 18th, this Monday. Monday Night Raw, WWE Raw will have a TV 14 rating. The PG rating is done. He's not questioning this. He's not giving it as a possibility. He's not saying what might happen. He is telling you that is what is happening. So this dude better be sure, because you cannot be wrong when you're sounding this definitive about something. Your credibility will be lost forever and then some. So this is huge. And if he's right, then BC can start to at least take the dude a bit more seriously. So I'm hoping he's 1,000,000% right, because this is big. Right? We can't just play this off. And I know other wrestling companies, tribalists, are going to act like this is an absolute nothing burger. And again, even BC says, if you don't have the other half of the equation, good booking, creativity, care, if you're not going to put in the effort, the passion to make a good product, then the rating is only going to be half the battle. I fully admit that. But to act like this means nothing, you're lying to yourself, nobody else. This is massive. This gives WWE at least the freedom to do more. Better? We'll see. But more. Get edgier. Get more aggressive. It doesn't have to be the Attitude Era. That'll never come back. Advertisers would never allow that. But you can now go a step or 2 or 10 further than you ever imagined. You can now go out of bounds a little bit and not be penalized. I love this, man. It at least gives McMahon and his little cronies in suits and ties, it gives them the chance. If they buck up and give a fuck finally, it gives them the chance to put out some really good television. That's why this is big. Guys, when they were PG, they were putting out horrible television, bad products, bad shows, bad segments, bad everything, and handcuffed by PG standards. So, I mean, the fans were losing every which way imaginable, and the company couldn't do much more than they fenced them, so they boxed themselves in. And obviously they weren't going to go too much out of that box because they were handcuffed. They probably thought we can't go fucking any edgier. What AEW did, I got to give credit here, because they at least showed them that you can be TV 14 with a major wrestling promotion and still attract advertisers. That advertisers are not going to run away from your product. So anybody that thinks that just because AEW and BC, we have a little bit of a rift, right? There's a little bit of a fucking break in the relationship. That doesn't mean I'm just going to bash them just to bash them. I'll give credit in saying that this move, AEW, you have to believe, opened up WWE's eyes that this can be done. You can go TV 14 and you're not going to scare away the advertisers. So no matter what, this is massive. To say that this is not big is just a lie. Of course, Vince has to now try again. And without that, then you can have any rating. You can have a TV 55. You got to be 55 years or older to watch. It's not going to matter. If the product isn't good, it doesn't matter what number you slap on the TV screen at the start of the show. So I get it. But this takes the handcuffs off. This literally gets away. It gets rid of the last excuse that McMahon has, which is, what do you expect us to do? We can't. He literally said these words years ago. We can't just run around with chainsaws chasing people. Of course, he's alluding to Chainsaw Charlie, if you guys ever remember that. Terry Funk, Mick Foley, chasing people around with flaming barbed wire bats. You got Terry Funk, Chainsaw Charlie, chasing people around with a with a fucking chainsaw. And he's like, you can't do that. Advertisers will run away. Well, not so sure, man. And this is massive. So for you guys that don't really know, like what is the difference, you're thinking, right? Like, what is the real difference between TV PG and TV 14? Well, I'll tell you straight out. This is the actual definition from the government themselves, right? Whatever they call them. What is this? The FC, but whatever. Isn't there a fucking name for this? FCC, thank you. This is from the FCC themselves. TV PG, when it comes to language, is mildly, this is a TV PG rating, mildly suggestive dialogue, including infrequent coarse language. So starting to get a little edgy with the language. Not going full-blown and saying swears, but starting to get a little crossing the line there, buddy. Whereas TV 14, strong language. Now you're talking swears. I mean, that could be big when you're doing a promo and you really wanted to say a swear to really hit home, but you just can't. So instead of shit, you have to say, I'm going to beat the sugar out of you. That doesn't hit home, does it? Nobody's taking Liv Morgan seriously if she tells Bianca she's going to beat the sugar out of her. So strong language, that's just the start of it, right? You want to go to the sexual content. TV PG, brief sexual content, really fast, maybe the back of a woman, right? You don't even see the front, just to her back, but she has no shirt on. Oh, a naked back. Whereas TV 14, this is exactly how they describe it. Intense sexual content intense sexual content. So this is not just the back. I mean, this is like now she's on top of maybe another woman and they're doing some how you doing business. This is now going to be on the... It's basically Vince McMahon is going to start his segments like he had with Trish Stratus and Stacy Keibler back in the day. Yeah, Vince can do that now. And we laugh about it, but after these accusations, wouldn't it be wild if McMahon is like, let's just do what we used to do. Let's show people that I don't give two fucks. This ain't going to change anything. Let's go out there. Bring back fucking Trish Stratus. Bring in Sable, right? Get Brock on the phone. I want Sable. And Vince McMahon is doing these intense sexual segments, man. Anyway, that's the sexual stuff. Violence. TV PG is mild violence. Whereas TV 14, intense violence. So I always go back to was it Shane McMahon and AJ Styles when was it McMahon that put Styles through the car window, or did Styles put Shane McMahon in the car window? But either way, and then you come out, maybe there's a little blood. Now you can put them through the car window, and when they come out, you can have it like the makeup crew really hook them up and do a split screen. So when they come out now, shards of glass are in their fucking dome piece. Blood's goozing out. You can do that shit now. It really helps out storylines. I'm not saying you got to hang everything on just blood and guts. And go do what fucking AEW is doing too much. AEW, for instance, they do their blood too much. They actually it's just not needed, man. Mox basically gets busted open every match. It's silly, dude. You don't need to do that. So I really hope that this TV 14 rating doesn't overdo it. But in the key elements it's needed, I hope it's utilized. I really do, because this is big time, man. This is a big thing. People just making a big nothing out of it. That's just a bullface lie, man. This is huge. To go to a rating that at least allows you to go over the fucking boundary, man. To go out of bounds and not get penalized. The best way to describe it. This now no longer gives Vince any excuse. You can't hang your hat on, we don't want to scare advertisers. We're a friendly PG rating, a family-friendly product. No, there's none of that anymore. If this ends up being true, which this dude Zarian is not leaving any room for discussion, he's saying it is true, then this is massive. Now I just hope that WWE... Now I just hope that Vince McMahon, I can't even blame anybody else. Let's hope that Vince McMahon now gets his shit in order and finishes the other half of the equation. Put out creative, interesting, intriguing, exciting segments, shows, television. You got the rating in your corner now. There's no excuses, Vince. This is big. Don't squander this. For them to do this, you got to believe that they have something in mind, a way that they want to go with their programming. You got to believe they want to get edgier. I can't stand that word. That's what everybody uses to describe everything and everyone these days. They're trying to be edgy. Look at them trying to be edgy. That's a wannabe edgy person calling out who they believe is edgy, right? Everything is edgy to a person that's trying to be edgy. So I don't want to be that dude. But it does look like WWE wants to be a little bit more on the wild side. How wild? Remains to be seen. Now the ball's in their court, man. Once they get this rating changed, there's no more looking back. Do something with it. But this is big, man. Don't expect Attitude Era, guys. There shouldn't be any discussion about Attitude Era. You're never going to get that back, nor should we. That's gone. We're in a different society today where I don't even think that would work. But we absolutely need a program that is not PG. It's just not working, man. We tried the last 10 years. This company, this product, pro wrestling has just took a shitter, man. When you think wrestling, man, ever since the mid to late 90s, you just knew that you had to lose the PG title. You had to lose that rating, because times were different. And that TV 14 rating that the Attitude Era got, it was needed on so many levels, and it's the reason the Attitude Era flourished. Again, you're not going to get that, but it could be a lifeline that pro wrestling has needed for a long time. And that means every other company that's not WWE, because they're only going to really succeed if WWE succeeds. When WWE does real bad, all your other favorite companies, if you noticed, they fucking shit the bed. Because nobody cares. Everybody knows WWE is number one. Everybody knows that, man. It's not some big fuck, right? Even if you love another company, we're not hiding the fact that WWE is number one. That's not a... It's not like it's a big fucking hidden thing we can't talk about. He who shall not have the name. No, everybody knows it, man. And when they suck, it trickles down and it sucks the life out of your love and passion for pro wrestling. I don't know. I'm going on a tantrum now, so I'm going to end that conversation, and I'm going to wait till we actually see that rating in that corner this Monday. Then I will believe it. And then it's up to Vince to produce good quality television. Real quick... Make sure that's all on that. The AEW rating. I didn't cover the show this week. I didn't even watch it, and it felt good. I got to watch my Yankees, and I took Wednesday off, and I'm probably going to do that going forward. But in case anybody was wondering, they fell again, actually. This was last week. They scored 979,000, which is actually a 44,000 viewer drop from the week previous, Blood and Guts, which was at 1,000,023. Last week, they dropped 44,000 viewers to 979. And this week, 949 is the finalized number, and I just want to make sure that is accurate, guys. 942,000. Hold on, that's a big difference. 7,000 people is a lot of people, so I want to make sure that is accurate. Hold on, guys. 942,000. So they dropped another 69, 59, 49. Another 37,000 viewers dropped off. They are now under the 950,000 viewer mark yet again. This is coming off of Forbidden Door and then off of Blood and Guts. And there is just no sign that they can consistently reach 1 million viewers. And for people that are saying, why is 1 million this imaginary number that they have to catch? Why does it have to be 1 million? Guys, we're being generous by saying 1 million. With the talent that they have, with the TV contract that they have, what they're able to do and get away with. And now with overruns, a few times now in the past several months, overruns, I mean, they have everything sitting in their lap. They should, a lot of us numbers guys, statistics, numbers, all of that, ratings, because we've been following this a long time, they should at least be at a 1-2, and there's not an excuse in the world why they shouldn't even be at a 1-4 if you ask BC. But if you want to be super generous, they should be at a 1.2 consistently every week, bare minimum 1-2, with the roster they have, the TV contract, the 2-hour show every Wednesday night, what they're able to do and get away with. And they can't even hit 1 million consistently. Once in a blue moon, they hit 1 million. They have to throw the kitchen sink out, obviously, have like a blood and guts minor pay-per-view, and they'll just go 23,000 over. But to sink nearly 100,000 viewers in just 2 weeks, that's unacceptable. I don't understand how that's even possible. I mean, that's 23. What is that? 33, 42, 19. 81. They lost 81,000 viewers since Blood and Guts. I mean, you're literally talking about 100,000 viewers nearly. But they don't want the truthful criticism, right? They don't want honesty to help. They want just their niche to keep sucking the company strudel. All right, I'll do it. I don't fucking lose any sleep. I'm gonna get a nice big fucking coffee. I'll laugh my ass off. I have to. How do you not laugh at this? You know, before I used to fucking get a little upset and be like, come on, Tony, listen, man, this needs to be changed. Do this, do X, Y, and Z, and I promise you, man, that's going to be well over 1 million. But you know what? If you don't want the help and you try to fucking put down the people helping you, bro, sounds like someone salty, dog. Sounds like somebody getting salty. Tony, relax. People just trying to help. But if you don't want to take the olive branch, if you don't want to take the hand and help, I'm going to laugh my fucking ass off. I'm going to watch this dude literally go somehow under 900,000 probably by next week. I don't know how this dude keeps losing viewers like this. Oh, yes, I do. Show's not that great. Truth bombs. BC, I'm out, man. That already went longer. I was hoping that was going to be like 15, 20 minutes, man. That was only 2 topics real quick. I talk pro wrestling. We got rocking, man. Look at these fucking delts, dog. Damn delts. Damn, I'm a beast. Check you guys, man. BC's going to fucking rip shit apart. I'm going to pick up real heavy things and slam them down.